James and I have always collected bones. Be it cat or mouse, we would collect its remains, clean them up, and present them in little glass cases. We're a pretty good team and had been collecting for a while, racking up nearly 37 complete sets. As James was picking up a dead bird he found in the backyard, he turned to me with a sad look on his childish face. "You know, Dad, I really wish Mom was here. You always told me she was the reason we started collecting." He paused for a second to look at the bird in his hand. I wondered what she would think. I walked towards him, dropping to one knee and placing a hand on his shoulder. "You're right, she is the reason we started collecting, and I'm sure she would love our collection, but she is always here with us." I pointed to my heart, then to his. "You know what? Come with me. I have something to show you." I get up and walk down to our collection shed. I beckon for James to come inside. A very rare thing for him, and he follows, still clutching the bird. We walk to a lump of cloth at the back of the shed. "I think you're old enough to see this one. This is the first collection I did, and I'm very proud of it." I lift the cloth, hearing a very audible thud as the bird's body hit the ground. James stares in awe, or in horror, at my first collection. "You're right, James. She was the reason I started collecting, and she will always be here with us." James continued to stare at the bones of his mother. I'm the mother of a picky eater. He's 2 years old and one of the most well-behaved kids I know. But whatever I find at the store never seems to satisfy my little man. I've put up with it for a long time, but it gets old real quick. The cashier at the local corner store knows me by name. He even jokes about my son being an insatiable black hole. All I could muster was a small choking laugh, because of course it's funny to someone on the outside. Their child isn't as stubborn as a mule. I tried everything. Play noises didn't help, or at least they don't now. He used to glow over the thought of applesauce on a spoon plane, but at some point it changed. Making a game out of the chicken nuggets didn't help either. More than once I have tried offering an incentive of ice cream, but it was very clear I was talking to a brick wall. He just sat there in his high chair, refusing to cooperate in the slightest. I am not the kind of parents that stands for this type of behavior, so I eventually decided to do what my parents would have done. The rule is, he'll have to sit at the table until he eats. I thought the hunger strike would surely last a few hours, but at the end of the day, there he sat with his untouched plate. I didn't enjoy it, but I told him to eat or sleep at the table for the night. When I woke the next morning, flies covered his leftover meal, and still he sat. The stench of rotten food filled the dining room to the brim with its horrendous smell. Surely his chocolate milk was the main culprit. A wave of my hand shooted most of the flying bugs away from the plate, but one just flew up and landed on his cloudy eyeball without a blink. I really had to admire his commitment. I guess he learned it from me.